Good morning, my dear children. Welcome to ninth standard English class, poem 4, The Spider and the Fly. In part 1, the spider employs a different trick to convince the fly to enter his home. But the fly is absolutely aware that whoever goes inside his home never comes out. Let us see part 2 to know what happens to the fly at last, who hears the flattery words of the spider, and what message does the poet convey through this poem?
The spider turned him round about and went into his den, for well he knew the silly fly would soon come back again. So he wove a subtle web in a little corner sly, and set his table ready to dine upon the fly. Then he came out to his door again, and merrily did sing, "Come hither, hither, pretty fly, with a pearl and silver wing. Your robes are green and purple, there's a crest upon your head. Your eyes are like the diamond bright, but mine are dull as lead." In the fifth stanza, the spider seems even more confident now. The weapon of vanity worked out for him, and he finally deceived the fly to succumb to his evil desires. The fly is bewitched by the spider's flattery and decides to slowly approach the spider's web. The fly is engrossed in her own beauty and thinks only of her brilliant eyes and her crested head. Alas, alas, how very soon this silly little fly, hearing his wily flattering words, came slowly flitting by. With buzzing wings she hung aloft, then near and nearer drew, thinking only of her brilliant eyes and green and purple hue, thinking only of her crested head. Poor foolish thing! At last up jumped the cunning spider and fiercely held her fast. He dragged her up his winding stair into his dismal den, within his little parlour, but she ne'er came out again. In the sixth stanza, the fly is admiring her own beauty now. Taking advantage of this moment, the spider pounces on her and fiercely catches her. The spider quickly drags her up to his winding stair, and then to his den, and finally to his little parlour. The fly's words finally hold true for her own self, as well as she never comes out of the devious spider's home. What is that fly's words? Whoever goes in there never comes out. That came true in her life. And now, dear little children, who may this story read, to idle silly words, I pray you never give heed, and to an evil counselor, close heart and ear and eye, and take a lesson from this tale of the spider and the fly. We observe a sudden change in the tone and narration of the poem in the last stanza. The poet carefully transforms the story into a message to the children reading the poem. The poet advises and warns the children not to pay attention to idle, silly, and flattering words. She asks everyone to take a lesson from the story of the spider and the fly, and asks them not to commit the same mistake that the fly committed in this poem. Especially, my dear children, the teenage boys and girls, please do not believe the flattery words and spoil your life at the very young age. Whatever should happen will happen, but we should always be aware of our surroundings to keep ourselves safe. Thank you, my dear children. I hope you understood this poem.
Let me give the recapitulation of this poem. At first, the spider invites the fly into his parlour. Secondly, the spider employs a different trick to convince the fly to enter his home. He offers her to get some rest on his snug little bed. Thirdly, the spider tries to be friend of the fly by calling dear friend. He tries to persuade the fly by offering her good food from his pantry. But the fly, determined not to be tricked by the cunning spider, But when Spider compliments her appearance by offering her a looking glass to look at herself and appreciate her own beauty, it affects the fly's reply and she enters into the spider's web. It pounces on her and fiercely catches her. She never comes out of the spider's home. The poet transforms the story into a message to the children reading the poem. The poet advises and warns the children not to pay attention to idle, silly, and flattery words. I hope you all understood this poem. Thank you, students.